Okay, my love. So today's class, I call it a power flow because it's not really just a flow and it's not really just power. I like to mix kind of both of them. I like to build it up slow at the beginning and then, throw a little power in it just to challenge yourself a little bit more. And then we go back to toning it down a notch. So we'll begin today always acknowledging our own selves, our own practice. I love when you guys push yourselves that extra little bit, but I also love when you guys know when to stop, when to settle, when to be like, okay, this is where my body is today, this is where my mind is today, and this is where I'm going to stop. So that is the whole yoga journey, to know how far to push and when to stop and breathe and hold and learn the lesson that is on the way. So I'm gonna move into my mat right now. Let me lower this so you see me better. All right, and let's begin our practice today in that comfortable seat pose. Give yourself a moment here to pause. Before we begin moving, just close your eyes because you're home. You should feel safe, secure. Placing the hands on top of your knees, on top of your thighs. Let the palms be facing down. Let the legs relax. Let yourself just free yourself from the tip of your toes all the way to the top of the crown of your head from the extra tension that sometimes we put on ourselves. So the world itself already has a lot of tension stored for us. And sometimes on top of that, we throw tension that is from other people and we put it on our shoulders. So I want you to, before we begin moving, just start recognizing which of the tension that you're holding, whether it's in your hips, like guilt, whether it's in your heart, like resentment, whether it's on your neck, like anxiety and tension. Just give yourself a moment to recognize which of this tension belongs to you and which of the tension is not really yours. You're carrying it for someone else. I want you to slowly start breathing. As you answer that question, try to breathe through the answers. So deep inhales in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Let the exhales be louder and longer than the inhales. So inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Again, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Switch the breath now, in and out of the nose. And I want you to notice, now that you have shed the layers of the tension that does not belong to you, that it belongs to other people, what kind of energy are you working with today? Just acknowledging how everything's feeling. Acknowledging not only your physical self, which physically we're here, right now we're sitting, but I want you to notice, where is your mind wandering? Where is your emotional body at? Is it fixated in a situation? Is it fixated on a person? Is it fixated on something in particular that does not belong or pretend to this present moment? Slowly start drawing the attention to right now. So notice the temperature in the room you're in. Notice that you're sitting on your mat and feel your sit bones connecting to this space. And then slowly, with your next breath, draw one hand at a time to connect in front of your heart. Open those elbows out to the sides and sit up tall and strong. And with your next breath, I want you to think about setting an intention around the words that you received today. So strength, faith, wealth. Which of those words is speaking to you, and how does that word relate to what you're going through right now? And start setting an intention that will help you work towards your personal dream, your personal growth. With your next breath, draw those fingers to that space in between your eyes, to your third eye, and I want you to visualize that intention becoming already a reality. So in your mind, think of it as if it had already happened. You already were successful in that business. You were already wealthy enough. You already had the faith enough to believe in yourself and achieved something that you wanted to. You already found the strength to fulfill that project, that dream. With your next big inhale, reach those arms to the sky. And with your next exhale, drop both hands to the floor, fingertips on the ground to each of the sides of your mat. While you lengthen through the arms and connect the fingertips on the ground, lengthen through the spine, crown of the head to the sky. Bring, with your next exhale, the right ear to the right shoulder and breathe through the left side of your neck. Deep breath in. Relax the left shoulder. Deep breath out. Inhale, come back to center, and now let the left ear drop towards the left shoulder. Breathe through the right side of your neck. Big breath in. Relax the right shoulder. Big breath out. Now, bring back to center with the gaze. Drop the head behind you slowly. You don't have to crack your neck back. Just let it drop slightly back and breathe through the throat and breathe through the chest. One more breath here. Notice how it feels to have the chest and the throat exposed. And with your next breath, come back to center and now slowly drop the chin towards the chest. Keep elongating through the spine, so now you're breathing at the top of the spine behind the neck. Take one more breath here. Notice how it feels. And with your next breath, come back to center. Gaze neutral, right in front of you. Walk the hands in front of you. Connect now the whole palm and the fingertips to the ground. Open your fingers wide and begin walking your hands only to where the sit bones stay connected to the mat. And just notice how it feels. Notice where you feel the tension. And with your next breath, slowly start walking and rolling now to the knees. Make your way into your tabletop position. So bring your hands right under your shoulders and the knees under your hips. And we'll begin moving with our cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, look up, really arch the spine. And with your exhale, round and curl, round the spine, chin to the chest, breathe through the shoulders. Inhale, look up, drop the belly, feel each and every one of your vertebrae. And with your exhale again, round and curl. Exaggerating the movements now. So inhale, drop the belly, look up, drop the chest. Exhale, round and curl, chin to the chest. With your next breath, neutral spine. Take a big inhale, reach the right arm to the sky, lengthen through the fingertips, and with your exhale, thread the needle. So bring the right shoulder and ear down to the mat and press behind the right hand for added support here. Notice how the back of the right shoulder feels. You can stay here or lift the left fingertips to the sky. Maybe you find your balance here. You let the left hand drop behind you, finding the half bind. And keep turning up towards the left shoulder and breathing through the back of the right shoulder. Maybe extend the left leg. And maybe even lift the left foot off the ground. Float it back and flex the foot as if you were stepping on the back wall. Take one more breath here, challenging the balance. With the breath, we find the strength. Lower the knee to the ground, back to center, and release the same way you came in. So left arm to the sky. Lower the hand under the shoulder. Push down and lift the right arm to the sky to release. On your exhale, drop the right hand, but turn the fingers of the right hand towards the back knee, opening the front of the right wrist. Breathe through the forearm. Notice how it feels. Tuck the toes behind you and begin shifting the weight, front and back. Inhale, front. Exhale, back. One more, inhale, front. And exhale, back. Neutral spine. Untuck the toes. Come back, hands, fingers towards the front of your mat. Inhale, left arm to the sky, lengthen, breathe, reach through the left arm. With your exhale, thread the needle. So left shoulder and ear down to the mat. Rest on your mat. Breathe here for one. Notice the opening behind the left shoulder. Maybe you stay there or you lift. Right fingertips to the sky. Maybe you stay there or you let the hand drop behind you. Maybe you stay there or you extend through the right leg. Maybe even you lift the right foot off the ground. Challenging, breathing. Use the breath to find the balance and the strength that this pose requires. And remember, if it's too much, you can always step it down a notch. With your next exhale, lower the knee to the ground. Release, right hand back to center. Inhale, left arm to the sky, lengthen. With your exhale, drop the hand to the floor, turn the fingers to your knee, breathe through the front of the wrist and the forearm. Tuck the toes behind you, shift the weight back and forth. So inhale, front, exhale, back. A few times here, breathing through the front of that wrist. Notice how it feels today. Easing our way into the flow, into the practice. Take one more deep breath here. Now slowly, with your next breath, neutral spine, fingers back to the center. Keep those toes tucked. Now round the spine and see if you can lift the knees about 2 inches off the ground. Floating your tabletop here, round the spine. Suck the belly in, active with the core. Breathe through your own strength. And with your next inhale, lift the tailbone to the sky. And exhale, heels press back for your first down dog. And begin pedaling your legs, bending one knee at a time. Breathing, feeling the back of the opposite leg that is not bending. And notice now your hands, spread your fingers wide, look at your fingertips, really grip onto your mat. And then extend through the arms and push the floor away as you sink the chest down to the floor and relax the head in between your arms. Slowly finding stillness now, grip with your toes on the ground, whether the heels touch or not. Don't worry about that right now. You can also keep the knees bent if you need to. Most importantly is to keep that back straight. With your next inhale, pick up the heels and tippy toe, top of your mat, one baby step at a time. Feet meet your hands. Place those hips with distance, so 2 fists in between your feet. And then opposite elbows and sway heavy, left and right. Pretend you're super heavy with the upper body and pretend that you're releasing the tension, the excess of tension that, remember, it's not yours. It belongs to someone else. With your next exhale, drop the hands to the floor. Shake the head out, yes, a few times. Heavy with the neck. Shake your head out, no. Heavy with your neck. Now hands to the shins. Halfway lift, look in front of you. Exhale, fold again, round the spine, hands to the floor. Inhale to lift yourself. The last thing that lifts is your head. And then pause, arms by your side, palms forward. Breathe through the feet, grounding into the space. Breathe through your legs, strongly supporting you. Tall with the crown of your head, chest forward. Breathe. Inhale, reach those arms to the sky, lengthen through the fingertips. With your exhale, cactus, open your arms. Inhale, puff up the chest. Push the hips forward and drop the head back. Slowly breathe. Breathe through the back, middle back, upper back. One more breath. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, look in front of you. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot to the back of your mat. Lower the knee to the ground, untuck the toes. Bring both hands on top of the left knee and pause. When you're ready, bring both hands to the waist, adjust yourself. So give yourself a little adjustment to square off the hips and then inhale. Arms to the sky, lengthen those fingertips up. Lower the right hand to the left knee and extend the left arm behind you. Open the left shoulder, twist from the belly up. Take one more deep breath. Maybe drop the hand behind you, grab the outside edge of the right leg and dance it up and back with the right fingertips. Breathe. One more breath, settle a little more. Drop the left hand to the floor, lift the left arm to the sky. Keep that bottom knee down, breathe. Now, tuck the toes behind you, lift the knee up and reach those fingertips to the sky. Cristina, the other side, my love. So right hand down, left arm to the sky. Breathe. There you go. Take one more deep breath. Lower left hand to the floor, step it back, plank pose. First plank pose of today's practice. Strong arms, strong legs, strong core. On your exhale, lower the knees, lower the chin, lower the chest. Inhale, slide through and up. Cobra pose, and with your exhale, push up and back into a child's pose. So knees match width apart, big toes to touch, arms extend, and head drops to the floor. Soften through the arms, soften through the hips, soften through the chest. One more deep breath here. With your next inhale, lift yourself back up, tabletop position, hands and knees back to the mat. Tuck the toes behind you, round the spine, lift the tailbone up and press the heels back. Find your downward facing dog. With your next inhale, right leg to the sky, reach it all the way up. Keep the leg extended and open up the hip and draw little circles with the whole leg, with the point, with the tip of your toe. Breathe. Try to stay strong here with your arms and your shoulders. Let's take those circles around in the opposite way now. More challenging here. Breathe. You're stronger than you think. With your next inhale, leg to the sky, and exhale, knee to the nose. Crunch it in. Look in between your hands and step the foot in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Round the spine, pick yourself all the way back up to standing. Remember, the head is the last thing that rises. Arms to the sky, connect through the palms, and exhale. Hands through the heart, arms by your side. Big breath in, reach those arms up. This time, interlace the fingers and shift the weight slightly over to the right side. Ground with the left foot, breathe through the left side. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, take it over to the left, breathe through the right side, ground with the right foot. Inhale, come back to center. Cactus, open your arms like we did before. Puff of the chest, push the hips forward and drop the head back. Breathe through the chest. Middle, upper back, breathe. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, look in front of you. Step the left foot back. Lower the knee to the ground. Bring both hands, walk it to the right knee. Pause, breathe, feel the stretch here on the left hip flexors. Bring both hands to the waist, adjust yourself so make sure your hips are squared. And then inhale, arms to the sky, lengthen through the fingertips. Flowing and moving like water, breathe. Feeling all that needs to be felt. Drop the left hand to the right knee and extend the right arm behind you. Twisting from the belly, opening the right shoulder. Maybe you choose to stay here, or you drop the hand, grab the outside edge of the back leg, and you dance it up and back with the left fingertips. Keep pushing the hips forward. Find that balance, find the strength. On your next exhale, drop the left hand to the floor, right arm to the sky. Reach through the right fingertips. Now stay here with the back knee down for just a second. Now tuck the toes and see if you can lift the knee and reach the hips a little higher, reaching higher through the right fingertips. With your next exhale, drop the right hand, step it back, plank pose. Hold your plank, strong arms, strong legs. Lower the knees, lower the chin, lower the chest. Inhale, slide through and up, cobra pose. Exhale, shift back, child's pose again. Extend the arms, drop the forehead. Just here for 2 breaths, my loves, connecting with the breath, with the intention. With your next inhale, round the spine, pick yourself back up, tabletop position. Tuck the toes, inhale to lift and exhale to push back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, breathe in that stillness, breathe in that silence, and listen to your breath. With your next inhale, left leg to the sky, lengthen the leg all the way up, open up the hip, keep those shoulders squared, circles. With the left foot, the entire leg extended, breathe. Let those circles come straight from your hip. Switch directions. Take it around in the opposite way. Stay strong. One more breath and then inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the nose, round and curl. Look in between your arms and step the foot in. Now bring the right foot forward and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Round the spine, pick yourself all the way up, one vertebra at a time, reaching those arms to the sky. With your exhale, hands through the heart, arms by your side. Take a moment, inhale, reach those arms up, lengthen, and with your exhale, fold all the way down. Wiggle the toes in, toes touch, knees together. Bend the knees, sweep those arms up, come to your Utkatasana, your first chair pose. And breathe. I want you to notice how this pose feels for you today. Just take a note, a mental note. How am I feeling today? Strong? Do I need to feel stronger? With your exhale, drop the hands to the floor, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now step the right foot back, okay? Walk it over to the right side of your mat and bring both feet to be parallel to each other. Bend the right knee, extend the left leg out. We're going here into a side lunge. And we breathe. Make sure you rotate the toes on the left foot up towards the sky, meaning don't let the foot be sideways here. It has to externally rotate up so you allow the space. Take a moment here, breathe. With your next breath, extend back the legs, feet parallel to each other. Hands to the waist, lift all the way up. Drop the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, lift the chest up, and exhale with a straight back fold all the way down, head to the floor. Breathe through the shoulders, relax the head down. Breathe through the tension, let it go, let it melt down, recognize which one is not yours, and get rid of it. With your exhale, drop the hands to the floor, halfway lift on the inhale. Walk yourself back to the front of your mat. Now square off the hips and reach. Arms to the sky, high crescent lunge. Stay strong here, back legs extended, front knees bent. Water wheel, right hand forward, left arm back. Twist, twist, twist towards the left side. Take one more breath, maybe drop the hand behind, dance it once again, challenging a little bit more, and lower. Right hand to the floor, left arm to the sky. Breathe immediately into that simple twist. Roll to the blades of your feet and extend the left bicep to the ear. Keep lengthening. Feel those fingertips as if you were shooting energy out of those fingertips. Drop the hand to the floor. Step it back. Plank pose. Hold your plank here, my loves. Drop the heels to the right. Left arm to the sky. First Vashisthasana. If this is too much for you, lower the right knee to the ground and support yourself this way. Take one more deep breath. Lower down with your exhale. Left hand back to your plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga on your exhale. Use the knees if you need to. Inhale, slide through and up, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, shift the weight back. Downward facing dog. Push the floor away. Breathe through the shoulders. Breathe through the back of your legs. Help yourself find a space. With your next inhale, pick up the heels. Bend the knees, look in between your hands. Travel. Top of your mat, whether you jump or you step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Make sure the toes, knees are together. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms up. Utkatasana, chair pose, sit low. Breathe deep. Again, notice and ask, what do I need here right now? I need a little more breath, a little more patience. With your exhale, drop the hands to the floor. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the left foot to the back. Walk yourself over to the left side of your mat. Wide-legged fold, my loves. Now, bend the left knee. Extend the right leg out. This time, side lunge. So make sure here that the right toes are pointing up towards the sky. Now, this is a deep hip opener. If you have any variations, you can take them. If you're exactly where you need to be, just stay where you are and breathe deeply. Breathe through the tension. Try to keep breaking through the walls that we create for ourselves. Take one more breath here. You got this. Now, slowly extend both legs and drop the hands to the floor. Bring the hands to the waist and Again, lift with a straight back all the way up to standing. Drop the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, puff of the chest. We're gonna open the shoulders a little bit more by trying to keep the palms together as we fold forward, crown of the head to the floor. You can use a strap, you can use a towel if you need to. Help yourself here and stay strong by breathing through the back of your legs, breathing through the shoulders, and everything else in between. With your next exhale, drop the hands to the floor, push the floor away. Walk yourself to the front foot, to the right foot. Pick up the back heel, square off your hips. Strong feet, strong legs. Lift with your inhale, high crescent lunge. Breathe. With your next exhale, left hand forward, right arm back. Come into that water wheel, twisting from the belly up. Notice that my legs don't shift, they stay the same. Lower the left hand back, the right hand back, and left arm up and back. Breathe. Exalted back, find the strength and the balance. Drop the left hand to the floor now, right arm to the sky. Simple twist to the right side of your mat. Roll to the blades of your feet and extend bicep to the ear. Reach those fingertips in front, exalting, breathing. Feel that energy line. Lower the hand to the floor and step it back. Plank pose. Hold your plank here, my loves. Drop the heels over to the left. Vashisthasana, side plank. Right arm to the sky. Again, if you need to modify, lower the knee to the ground. Breathe. With your next exhale, drop the right hand back to your plank pose. Use the knees if you need to. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, slide through and up. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Pause for a second, breathe deeply. Connect with your mat, remember your intention, come back to your breath. With your next inhale, pick up the heels, bend the knees, travel to the top of your mat. Whether you want to step, jump, or hop, toes touch, knees together, bend the knees. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. We breathe, we feel, we connect. With your next exhale, draw the hands to the heart center. Try to sit a little bit lower. Now bring the left elbow to the outside edge of the right knee and twist over to the right. You can choose to stay here or maybe allow the arms to open, but keep the left elbow to the outside edge of the right knee. Take one more breath. Come back to center. Sit a little lower, reset. Right elbow, left knee, twist over to the left. Connect the palms and breathe. Maybe open 6 and 12. Keep breathing. One more breath. Bring both hands to the heart and exhale, drop the hands to the floor. We're all going to practice crow pose, my love. So take a step back, bring the hands with you. Elbows to the knees, not to the outside, to the knees. Bend the knees in towards your elbows. And there's a little platform here in the tricep area where I want you to place the knees. You'll shot weight and lean forward. It's like transferring the weight from your feet to your hands and keep the gaze up. You don't have to lift the feet. I just want you to feel as you bend the elbows in and the knees in that tricep area. Lean forward, maybe roll to the tippy of the toe, and maybe then one heel at a time, you start lifting and finding your balance. It's a sweet balance, it's a counterbalance between your head and the heels. When you're ready, you can shoot it back or take it back. Step it, jump it, whatever you want to do, into your vinyasa flow. Wherever you are, we'll meet back in our downward facing dog, so take your time and breathe. And let what you see inspire you to try, not to compare your practice to anyone else. Right leg to the sky, lengthen, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to the nose. On your exhale, compress. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee, left elbow, compress. Inhale, three-legged dog. Step the foot in between your hands, 45-degree angle with the back heel, heel to heel alignment. Reach arms to the sky. Warrior one. Strong legs, strong warriors. What kind of warrior are you choosing to be today? Sometimes we choose to be warriors instead of warriors. Take one more breath here. Nice. With your exhale, drop the hands to the floor. One-legged vinyasa flow. Take it back and breathe your way through your downward facing dog. Let's meet back in our downward facing dog. Breathe. Nice. Go at your pace with your own breath. With your next inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Step the foot in between your hands, 45, arms to the sky. Warrior one. Breathe. Ground with the entire back foot on the ground, so don't let the outside edge of the back heel lift up. Hips are squared, arms reaching high. With your exhale, drop the hands to the floor, one-legged or regular vinyasa flow. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Doing great, my loves. Keep breathing. Meet me in that downward dog and breathe. One more. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Let's take it back again. Knee to the right elbow. Stay or fly. 2 breaths. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee, left elbow, 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to the nose, step it through between your hands. Warrior one, lift. You've been here before, you know how it feels. This time, eagle wrap. Left arm under the right and breathe. Bring those elbows to be shoulder height. Lean forward, pick up the back heel, shoot the weight forward, transfer the weight to the right foot, come into your warrior three. So try to find a balance between the torso and the back leg that is shooting back. Take one more deep breath here. Unwrap your arms, breathe like airplane wings, and then step it back, high crescent lunge, breathe. Now the transitions at the beginning are not going to be smooth. Try to breathe through the shakiness. Open up, warrior two. So the right fingertips forward, look towards the right hand. Front knees bent, thigh parallel to the floor, back legs extended, heel to arch alignment. Flip the front palm, lean forward, up and back. Reverse your warrior, keep the front knee bent. Take one more breath here. Side angle, first set. Maybe you rest the elbow on the knee, left arm to the sky. Maybe right hand to the inside or outside of the right foot. Maybe left fingertips up or over your head for your extended side angle variations. And we breathe, my loves. Keep rotating the chest to the left and up to the sky. Keep pushing the elbow against the knee. One more breath. With your next breath, push down and lift back. Warrior two. Extend the front leg. Walk the back foot closer. Reach, reach, reach with the right hand. When you can't reach anymore, let it drop on your ankle, on your shin. Big toe lock or your block. And reach the left arm to the sky. We're creating lines, perfect triangles here with our legs on the floor, with our front leg and the arm that's lowering down. Take one more breath. Think about lifting those left fingertips. Take one more breath here. On your next breath, drop both hands to the floor, framing the right foot. Take one step closer in with the left foot. Square off the hips, halfway lift, pyramid pose, exhale, fold. Forehead to the shin. Now, if this is easy, you stay. If you need a little more, you can walk the hands back towards the left foot, fingertips on the ground, and you add weight to keep opening the back of the right leg. Take one more breath here. Let the space be created with your breath. And then slowly walk the hands back to the front. Take a big step forward. Step the left foot to meet the right and fold. Place your feet about, hips width distance, so 2 fists in between. Create a belly to thigh connection. Grab the peace sign fingers and grab the big toe. Inhale, halfway lift, look straight in front of you. And exhale, try to fold on top of both legs. And breathe deeply here as you transfer the weight front. You open the elbows to the sides and you keep breathing through the back of both legs. Slowly, gently release one hand at a time, halfway lift. With your exhale, fold. Round the spine, lift yourself all the way up to standing. Reach those arms to the sky. Tree pose, my love. So bring hands to the heart center. I want you to ground with the right foot. You're going to bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Knee opens out to the side, okay? Now, if the foot does not reach the thigh, don't place it on the knee. Protect your joint. Place it on the calf or on the thigh, okay? Once you're here, you can also take your half lotus. So that means the foot to the inside crease of the leg, okay? When you're ready, you've settled, find your drishti, your focal point. And then inhale to reach those arms to the sky. Lengthen, grow your tree. Maybe expand your branches, open your arms. Maybe create a mudra, pointer and thumb touch, sealing your energy. Send some love and light to somebody right now. Somebody that needs it. Maybe the person you're carrying your weight around on your shoulders. With your next exhale, drop the hands back to the heart center. And now bring the knee to the chest, interlace the hands and hug the thigh in, flex those left toes. I know the right leg is burning, we're almost there, guys. Bring the hands to the hips, extend the leg in front of you. Try to lift it as high as you can, we're almost done, you got this. Now let it drop to the floor. Nice. We're at the top of our mat. Relax the arms. Inhale, lift all the way up. Now take a back bend by reaching the arms back. Push the hips forward. Breathe through the chest and breathe through the back. With your exhale, fold all the way back down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Go ahead, step, jump, or walk. Go through your vinyasa flow. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Breathe, reset, pedal the legs if you need to. Find stillness. You're doing great. Just keep telling yourself that. With your next inhale, stillness. With your exhale, settle. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Knee, left elbow. 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee, right elbow, 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to the nose, step it through between your hands. Warrior 1. Breathe. You've been here before. You know how it feels. Make sure you're grounding with the back foot. Take one more deep breath here, my loves. Now, with your next breath, eagle wrap, right arm under the right, the left. Right arm under the left. Split your gaze here. Make sure your elbows are high. Pick up the back heel, transfer the weight forward, going into that warrior 3 variation with bounded arms. You're transferring the weight forward. And again, if your balance is not there today, don't judge yourself. Just breathe. Slowly unwrap the arms and breathe, airplane wings. Take a big step back, high crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Breathe. Embrace the wobbliness, the instability. It's all part of the process. Open up, warrior 2, my loves. Breathe. Heel to arch alignment. Front knee bent, back legs extended. Gaze towards the left fingertips. Flip the front palm, up and back, reverse. Little to no weight in the back hand. Remember, keep the front knee bent, don't cheat yourself. Come back. Rest the elbow now on top of the left knee. right fingertips to the sky, side angle. Maybe you lower the hand to the inside or to the outside of the left foot. Right fingertips to the sky, or maybe over your head. Keep rotating the heart to the right and up to the sky. Stay strong with the breath. Keep creating connection between the elbow and the knee. One more breath. With your next breath, push down and lift back up, warrior two. Extend the front leg, walk the back foot a little closer. Reach, reach, reach the left hand forward. Drop the hand on your shin, on your ankle, and reach the right fingertip to the sky, triangle pose. Stay strong, keep lifting through the right fingertips. Take one more breath, create those triangles here with your body. And with your exhale, slightly bent on the left knee to drop both hands to frame the left foot. Step it one step closer with the left foot, with the right foot. So you have a heel to heel alignment, kind of like warrior one stance, but closer with the feet. Halfway lift, pyramid's pose. Exhale, fold. Soften and let yourself melt on top of the left leg. Maybe you stay here, supporting with your hands on the ground, and you walk the hands back as you allow yourself to melt on top of the left leg. Stay here, breathing, feeling what needs to be felt. Almost there, my love. Soften, surrender the tension behind the left leg. Now walk the hands forward back to framing the left foot. Bring right foot to meet the left. Halfway lift on the inhale and exhale, fold. Now bend the knees, bring your feet hips width distance. Try to slide the hands now under your feet. Bend the knees as much as you need to, okay, to create that belly to thigh connection. Parahastasana. Shift the weight forward, open the elbows to the sides and breathe. Take a moment here to let yourself melt on top of your legs, to breathe through the back of your legs and keep pulling yourself closer to the shins. Take one more deep breath. One hand at a time, release from under your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Round the spine, pick yourself one vertebra at a time. Lift, 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 back up. Go into tree pose on the other side. So this time ground with the left foot and bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh or the calf. Again, not on the knee. Make sure the right knee is out towards the side. Find your drishti, your focal point in front of you, something that is not moving. And when you're ready, lift. Lift the arms. Today, my left side is really challenging for me to balance. I don't know why. It happened in my warrior 3. Now it's happening in the tree pose. I feel my foot just wobbling around. I embrace that. I breathe. Maybe I open my arms, extend them, and again, send some love, compassion, some kindness to someone, my loves. Maybe to yourself. With your next exhale, draw the hands back to the heart center. Interlace the hands, bring the knee to the chest, flex the right foot, breathe. I know the left leg's on fire, you got this. Now hands to the hips, to the waist, and extend the right leg in front of you. Try to lift and breathe through the quad. And now lower the foot to the ground. We're at the top of our mat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive. So open the arms out to the sides and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You can take another crow pose and shoot it back if you want to, or just jump it back and go through your vinyasa flow or step it. Wherever you are, we're meeting back in our downward facing dog. You're doing great, my love, so just keep doing what feels right for you. Nice. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift. Left leg to the sky. Now bend the knee, open up your hip, flip your dog, let the foot drop and reach the right arm over your head as you push the hips up to the sky, breathe through the heart. With your next exhale, drop the hand back down, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Pigeon pose, right knee, right wrist. left leg extends behind you. Take a moment here to notice your hips and how they're feeling today. I like to walk my hands a little closer, lift the fingertips, the palm, and I breathe. And once I found the balance, I start making my descent. Once I find that space in my hips where I can hold and breathe, I keep going. Maybe today I'll stay in my forearms. Maybe I'll reach the hands all the way in front of me and I'll drop the forehead to the ground. Wherever you are, just give yourself permission to access the places within, breaking through the walls of tension, the tension that we have stored in our hips. And again, if you feel too much, first you recognize, is this pain or is this sensation? If it's sensation, I breathe through it. I soften with every exhale. If it's pain, I address it. I shift something around. Stay here for one more deep breath. With your next inhale, my love, slowly start walking the hands towards the right knee. Now listen carefully. From here, we're going to try to go into our compass pose, but first, shift the weight over to the right, wiggle the left leg up and around. I'm going to turn around this way so you see me better. So my right leg is exactly as my pigeon pose. The left leg, I just swung around. Bring the foot to the inside crease of your right elbow. Okay? Left arm through the outside edge of the left knee, clasp the hands, rock your baby. Left and right, side to side, close your eyes and really feel that left hip opening up. Now from here, my loves, this is where it gets funky. You can stay as you are, you can try it, and if it doesn't happen, do not worry, it takes time to get this. Bring the left hand under the leg through that little hole. Try to wiggle the left shoulder close to the knee and then extend the left arm to the floor. Now, the right hand is going to grip through the up and around the outside edge of the left hand. And from here, once I extend my arm, I can extend my left leg to the sky and bring the chest forward and the head towards the right side. Now again, complicated. Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? How do I get there? If that's too much, come back to doing this. This will get you there, will help you open your hips. Take one more breath, my loves. And then slowly release. Go ahead and circle the left leg up and back. Go back to that pigeon pose, okay? Tuck the toes behind you. And let me wiggle front and right leg to the sky. Shake it out. And drop the leg, pedal your legs one at a time. Come back to center. Now with your next inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend the knee first, look for your toes under your right armpit and flip your dog. Drop the foot and lift. Heart to the sky. Breathe through the shoulders, through the hip flexors. And now slow your way back. Three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Bring the knee behind the left wrist. Pigeon pose, right legs extend behind you. And again, I take a moment here. I'm gonna breathe through the tension today. I'm feeling a lot of tension in my hips. I'm gonna walk the hands closer, bring the fingertips to touch, lift the palms, then I settle with my hips a little more, and then I start my descent. Lower down to the forearms, elbows to the ground, and again, I continue feeling what needs to be felt. I close my eyes so I can see within what needs to be surrendered on my mat today. Maybe I walk the hands in front of you and I let my forehead surrender to the floor. And I breathe as deep as I can. I give myself permission. Permission to fully surrender. Permission to let go. Permission to free ourselves from the guilt in our hips, from the resentment in our hearts, and the tension in our shoulders. Take one more deep breath here. Try to settle with the exhale. Start walking the hands Slowly lift yourself back. Now remember, we're going into that compass pose, but first we're going to rock our baby. So shift the hips to the left so you can wiggle the right leg up and around. Bring the foot to the inside crease of your elbow. Okay, let me turn around this way so you see me better. Okay, right arm through the outside. Tries to clasp the hands. And I wiggle left and right. Now here, my loves, you can also extend the left leg if you need added support. Maybe that will help you. Let it not open in front of you, but out to the side. There you go. Now this, obviously, is more challenging. I try to keep both sit bones connected and I breathe through the sensations. So Cristina, Saria, try to bring the foot to the crease of your elbow. Not to the inside. You see you're doing this. Outside, crease of the elbow to the edge of the foot. So you see the foot, crease of the elbow, edge of the foot. There you go. And then through the outside, I grab the knee. Now, if you want to go for that compass pose, you want to give it a try on this side, see how it goes. Bring the right hand under the shin, shoulder and knee connection. Left hand, right foot, outside edge, top of the foot. Left hand, outside edge. So opposite foot, opposite hand. Extend arm and leg. And breathe. Again, this is complicated. Keep bringing the foot on top of the elbow. And then like this, Cristina. Do you see what I'm doing there? You're grabbing this hand here now. This, arm to the side, on top of the foot. There. There you go. Now clasp the hips. All right, my loves. Breathe. When you're ready, slowly allow that leg to swing back again. Back of your mat, back to that pigeon pose. Tuck the toes behind you and kick the left leg to the sky. Shake it out. Drop it down, pedal the legs, situate yourself back on your mat. Take a few breaths here. Settle, settle, settle. And then pause. Stillness. How does your down dog feel today, right now? Notice the difference, the openness you've created. We're going to jump to sit on our mat. So pick up the heels, bend the knees. Jump to sit on your mat. And extend the legs in front of you immediately, transferring into our boat pose. So maybe you keep the knees bent. Maybe you keep the hands on the ground. Maybe the hands behind you. Maybe the hands straight in front of you. Maybe arms and leg extend. I breathe. I pause. I feel what needs to be felt. One more breath. I lift the chest, suck the belly, and one more push. And with your exhale, drop the knees. Hug yourself closely, tightly. Compress your organs inside. Breathe. All right, my loves. With your next breath, lift the gaze, drop the hands to the floor, turn around. So feet now to the back of your mat, head towards the other side. Scoot a little forward, drop those forearms to the floor first, and then all the way back down to the floor. Now, we're going to our back bend sequence. We're going to do one good back bend of your choice. So touch the heels with your hands. You can drop the palms to the floor and lift the hips to the sky for your bridge pose. Or you can drop the hands behind your shoulders and find your way into your full wheel. So with your next inhale, wherever you choose to do, lift. Push the hips up to the sky. Breathe through the shoulders and breathe through the legs. Take a moment here to feel everything that you need to feel and stay strong with your breath, strong with your arms, and strong with your legs. One more breath here. Breathe through the muscles and then exhale. Lower yourself, chin to the chest first, and then one vertebra at a time drops to the mat. Hug both knees in, rock side to side. Close your eyes. Decompress that spine. Grab the back of your knees. Swing back and forth a few times. Roll on your back. Massage it against the floor. And now sit on your mat. Wiggle back. Get back on your mat. Wiggle the extra excess of meat around. And now reach both arms to the sky. Lengthen, create an L shape here with your body. Flex your feet. Make sure both legs are extended. And start folding forward with a straight back. Let the hands drop wherever they reach. Whether it's here, or whether it's all the way in front of you to the toes, to the heels, wherever. Take a moment here. Fold on top of your legs. Seated forward fold. Soften. Stay with the breath. Let the head drop. Round the back. Decompress the spine, the vertebrae. Take one more deep breath here, my love. Soften. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Arms to the sky, extend the legs. Bring those hands to the heart center. Pause, breathe. Now slowly lower yourself by rounding the back to your mat. Nice. Extend the arms down. Bring the right knee to the chest. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. Now bring the left hand to the outside edge of the right knee and twist it over. Let it drop over to the left side. Right arm to the right. Take a moment here. Breathe. Look towards the right fingertips. Belly twist. Full breath in and full breath out. One more. Really twist a little more. And deep breath out. Come back, knee to the chest, hug it in. Extend the right leg to the sky and externally rotate it once. Let it drop on the mat. Bring the left knee in. Clasp the hands on top of it and really hug it in, actively bringing the knee in. Now bring the right hand to the outside edge of the left knee. And make sure you don't have anything like my microphone. And drop the knee over towards the right. Left arm will extend over to the left and the opposite way. And we're going to breathe through that belly twist, through the spine, letting go of all the toxins, especially in our digestive system. Letting go what no longer is contributing in a positive way to our life, to our days, to our breath. One more breath, my loves. All right, come back to center. Extend the left leg to the sky and externally rotate it once and then let it drop next to the right. Soles of the feet together, one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, and pause. Give yourself a moment to pause and slow down now. Give yourself a moment to recognize that deep connection that you can and should develop with yourself. Just by breathing, staying present, and paying attention to what needs to be felt, to seeing what has been unseen, and breathing through all those emotions and sensations as we make our way through. Notice if you're holding tension in your legs and your glutes, relax it. Notice your hips, your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your neck, and your head. Relax. One leg at a time. Extend. Allow the feet to fall out to the sides. Wiggle the hips a little more. See if you find a little more comfort, a little more space. Extend the arms one at a time. Flip the palms up towards the sky. Wiggle the shoulders just a little bit more. See if you can find a little more comfort, a little more space. Wiggle the head around a few times left and right gently. And then on your next exhale, find stillness. Stay here for a few breaths with your breath, with nothing but your inhales and your exhales. And because we're human, our mind will continue to wander around, and that's okay. Instead of judging or wanting to be the perfect state of stillness, we focus on just trying the best that we can to stay focused and centered. And that means just creating conscience and awareness to keep bringing our attention as many times as we need to this present moment. So let the breath take over. Let the yoga work for you in your shavasana for just a couple of breaths. Slowly allowing the breath to deepen and gently inviting the movements back into our physical selves. We'll begin by wiggling the toes and wiggling the fingers, circling the ankles and circling the wrists. Maybe using your next big inhale to reach the arms over your head and point the toes. Take a full body length stretch. And maybe draw the knees into the chest. Hug yourself closely and tightly. Nice. Let the knees drop over to the right side. Stay in a fetal pose here. Bring both hands under the right cheek. And with your next breath, slowly start making your way into a comfortable seat. You can practice your half lotus if you feel like doing that. So bring the foot to the inside crease of your leg, or just crisscross is fine. Place your hands on top of your knees with the palms facing up, and just give yourself a moment here to slow down, to calm down, to breathe in and breathe out. I want you to notice your energetically camps, and I want you to notice how are you feeling compared to how you walked into this mat, into this space. Notice the shift in your energy. Notice the power you've discovered, the space you created within yourself with just a few breaths. This space, this power is always accessible to you. We'll end our practice just chanting to Om, chanting to peace, to the most powerful mantra that there is out there. As we generate peace for ourselves, we send peace out to the world. So try to connect here to the vibration of the harmonium. Let it connect to the vibration of your heart. 3 ohms. Big breath in. Connect the palms, bring the thumbs to that space in between your eyes, your intuition. And now we'll remind ourselves that the power, the strength that lies within can always be accessible through the breath. As long as you continue looking within, you'll find everything that you need. All the answers are there. The light that shines in me honors the light in you. Namaste.